In today's video, we will be doing a gentle spine flow routine, and I'll be doing it using the gyrokinesis method. I'm a certified trainer, and I'll be sharing a few flow movements based on the method, and you will end up feeling light, more balanced, and probably more elevated in your spine. Now to start, find yourself a firm surface chair or stool. Sit with your legs slightly wider or about hip width apart is okay. Make sure the back of your head is in line with your tailbone. Keep your spine upright here. Ground yourself on your pelvis. And make sure that your hip is in line with your knee or slightly higher. Put your hands at your buttock. Pull up the buttock flesh, press your fingers in till you feel your sit bones, and sit back on your sit bones. You will feel like you're sitting on two bony bits here, the part that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but this is how we're supposed to sit daily. And once you feel you are on your sit bones, you can start to tilt your body back and forth here, rocking on your sit bones, bringing your spine forward and back, feeling your sit bones as you move back and forth. Keep your spine as straight as possible. We don't want any change in the shape of the spine. Gently pull your belly button up, relax your shoulders, keep your spine upright as you tilt your spine back and forth, rocking on your sit bones. Bring your legs slightly wider, probably about 45 degrees if it's comfortable for you, but you have to gauge. It can be a little bit wider or a little bit narrower. And start to translate your ribs from one side to another. As you translate your ribs to one side, make sure the opposite sit bones remain grounded on the chair. So if your ribs are translated to the right, make sure the left sit bone is grounded and not lifted. You can use your hand to press down like I do, just to give yourself the perception on what it's like to keep both sit bones grounded as you translate your ribs from one side to another. Keeping both feet grounded on the floor here, and keeping your knees pointing straight forward. Don't move your legs, instead move your ribs laterally. Now bring your legs wider and continue to bring your ribs to one side. Now feel like you're a seaweed here, waving from one side to another. As you wave your ribs, of course, you'll be waving your spine along as well. Let your head follow along. See that I'm pulling my t-shirt a bit to accentuate the idea of the ribs pulling to one side as you wave to one side. Again, keep both sides of the sit bones as grounded as possible. If your movement is big, you might feel like one side of the sit bone wanting to lift. You can lift it a little bit, just a little, not too much, because we still want the pelvis fairly grounded. Let your head, neck, shoulders be loose here, following the movement of the ribs. Waving from side to side, letting your head follow along. This is really helpful in helping us to loosen up the side of our ribs and the whole area along our torso, which is often very tight with what I call hidden knots. Continue to open your ribs to one side. Now, lift the elbow off the side of the open ribs. So if you're lifting your elbow on the right side here, you're also opening the ribs on the right side. Keeping the other arm that is pointing straight down, loose and easy. Opening up the ribs on one side here. Make a little semicircle with your head as you transition to the other side. Again, see, I'm pulling my t-shirt, making a point that you must really imagine and feel your ribs opening. The side torso lengthening as we side bend. Now then, try to straighten out the straight arm, giving the bent elbow and the straight arm a diagonal line. Semicircle, crossing over to the other side here. Elbow and straight arm in a diagonal line. Bring your legs closer in now and start to wave your spine a little bit. Basically, we are starting to release our sternum. Lifting your ribs, lifting your sternum. Bring it slightly forward here, arching a bit, then slowly curl it back. So there is a motion of going slightly in front of your sits bones, curling back to the center and going back a little bit behind the sits bones. So I'm using my hand here to show you the movement. It's circular. The shape is almost circular, but your spine is waving. Doing it slowly and in small range only. If you like, you can start to wave a little bit bigger. Have your spine going over your hips here, arching your spine, going forward, straightening it, and curl back. Showing it to you from the side, and this is how it looks here. You can of course make the movement bigger. Note that when you arch forward and bring your spine forward, you are also opening your pelvis to the back. Your feet are grounded so that your whole structure feels grounded as you wave your spine. Opening the pelvis to the back, arching forward, bring your spine more forward, and slowly curl back, scooping the belly in. Interlace your fingers now and put it behind your neck. So I'm emphasizing here behind your neck, not your head, okay? It's different if you put it behind your head. This needs to be behind your neck. And from here, you're going to start to arch your spine, looking diagonally up, lifting your rib cage. Curl your spine here and arch your spine. Make it a balanced curl, your chin bone in line with your pubic bone. A balanced arch, the back of the head in line with your tailbone. If your legs feel like moving along, let it, because it is feeling the pelvis. So the legs are meant to work with the pelvis, okay? As you curl, you might feel like your legs want to come in, closing the pelvis. As you arch, you might feel like the legs and the pelvis want to open up. That's the actual mechanism of the pelvis to spine relationship. And if you feel like moving your legs, allow yourself to follow along with the body. Cross over to the other side here. Have your chest in line with your thigh bone. Continue arching and curling the same way. So as you get more familiar with the movement, you will find that opening and closing your legs and your pelvis comes naturally with the arching and curling. As you arch, you open your pelvis and your legs. As you curl, you close in your pelvis and the legs. Slowly releasing your arms. Let it reach up to the sky here. Stay in baby arch. Opening up your underarm. Feel how elevated your spine is. And slowly bring your arms down. Now hold one leg. Right arm hold left leg and open up your body to the left side. Flex your foot, keeping the leg as straight as possible. Open up your chest. Change side here. Left arm hold right foot. Open up your right arm and look to the right side, spiraling your back. Repeat again. Right arm, hold left foot, opening up the left arm, looking to the left side. Try to arch a little bit, keeping your chest open. Sit with a straight spine here and doing a couple of easy arch and curl here with your hands on your thighs. Just see how you feel in your spine, in your pelvis, in your sits bones, your entire body, the space within, as well as how lifted your chest feel and how soft your spine is. I hope you like this routine. So let me know if you have any question in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Else, keep moving, keep getting better. Our body loves it when we move. We are born to move. And as always, if you like the way I do mobility, do like, share, subscribe if you have not already. If you're subscribed, thank you so much. And remember to give me a thumbs up. It will help me a lot to push up my video by the algorithm to more feeds. And I appreciate your help to grow my channel. Take care and see you next time.